Buongiorno a tutti e nuovamente bentrovati al secondo appuntamento di IMA Webinar 2023.
Hello, everyone, and once again, welcome to the second IMA Webinars 2023. This time, we're going to talk about sportswear and more in general, technical materials. This is a sector which has set up many challenges we have accepted and which has allowed us to gain good experience over the years. We all know that perfect cuts, attention to detail, and impeccable fit are only some of the features of the pieces that are in the sportswear and technical sector. These fabrics, due to their characteristics of being resilient, elastic, lightweight, and non-transpiring, require special treatments and processes that in their turn have to guarantee millimetric precision for maximum comfort and performances. As always, IMA makes its technical and technological know-how available to work appropriately with this sector and to offer highly sophisticated solutions to reach the precision required by the market for these garments. The solution that IMA has designed and produced to obtain high performances includes, as well as the line of machinery, an offer of the CAD, but also thanks to its Maxima series made up of the CAD system, the plotter, and the pattern cutter. And we can say we have also added a projection system, the IMA cutting projection system, which allows the interactive positioning of the pieces to be cut directly on the fabric. Obviously, we are beginning from the start of the process with the CAD pattern making and prototype run, to then go on to the line of machinery, which includes the 812 robot, the dual 890D spreader, the Polaris 908 labeling machine, and the 921.30 and 922.50 automatic cutting machines. I would say that we can start now, so I leave the floor to those who will get into the heart of the webinar with more in-depth explanations, obviously accompanied with relevant videos and images. Enjoy the webinar and see you soon.
Buona visione e a presto.
Iniziamo con la soluzione.
Let's start with the solution of the IMA Maxima series. Maxima CAD is the complete suit by IMA, particularly suitable for the sportswear and technical sector, where comfort, fit, and therefore precision of the garments are essential. In addition, with this instrument, the interval of time between when the product is conceived and when it's put onto the market is reduced incredibly, representing an advantage of primary importance. The design part has modules and features which speed up the creative and design process of the garment. It contains multiple commands to speed up single and composite functions. And above all, this pattern making meets in full the typical characteristics of the production of sportswear of quality, efficiency, and particularly high rhythms.
Efficienza e ritmi particolarmente elevati. Marker incide
Marker. It has significant impact on the costs of the final product. It allows the greatest savings of fabric by optimizing the layout of the pieces interactively, manual and computer aided, or completely automatically, with the generation of both the plotting and cutting files. The new Maxima SP cutting system also belongs to the Maxima series, and thanks to its compact and sturdy structure, the vacuum table, and the cutting and writing options, is the ideal solution for cutting and marking paper patterns. It is particularly suitable for the production of prototypes and small made-to-measure productions.
Prototipi e piccole produzioni su misura. Il modello di...
The serial model presents a tangential cutting head, perfect for cutting paper and cardboard, or to be fitted with two heads with an oscillating blade, 9,000 RPMs per minute and 14,000 RPMs per minute, which is very suitable for sports and technical fabrics as well, guaranteeing great quality and speed of execution. The frequency of the oscillation makes it very suitable for cutting perimeters, notches, holes, articulated shapes, and circles of reduced diameters.
Ultimo prodotto sviluppato dal reparto software di IMA.
The last product developed by the IMA software department is called the IMA Cutting Projection System. This is made up of hardware and software that allows the interactive positioning of the pieces to cut directly on the fabric. It makes use of the high-definition projector, which is mounted on a support above the scanning area, situated upstream of the cutting surface. The program that governs the projector can read the normal cutting files ISO and manage the free positioning on the fabric and return the new cutting file modified. The system has a field of application in all sectors, especially in the sportswear, where it is necessary to match the various pieces on the design of the fabric, stripes, checks, words, and logos, drawings, etc., which necessarily have to match.
Si tratta di un dispositivo ad
It is a device with high resolution and high luminosity to allow good visibility even in well-lit environments. It has autonomous instruments for geometric correction, distortion of the perspective, cylindrical and skew, and the chromatic correction, luminosity, contrast, dye, etc., and of the image. It is mounted on the support at an adjustable height. This means it can cover the surface area of the table necessary and allow a determined width-height projection ratio.
Buongiorno a tutti. Prima di iniziare a parlare di
Before starting to talk about the machinery, I wanted to emphasize how the sector of sportswear is one to which IMA has always paid great attention. In this way, maturing a good experience. We talk about the technical fabrics used above all for different sports, such as cycling, running, trekking, or skiing, but also in other sectors, such as that of uniforms of all kinds, military, nautical, medical, or aerospace, which have important requirements of quality, as well as a whole range of accessories such as backpacks, bags, and much more. They are fabrics which, in many cases, independently of their use due to their intrinsic characteristics, require, as already specified, a particular treatment and process. In this world, precision is fundamental. The cutting and sewing operations must be impeccable to guarantee the greatest comfort as well as a good aesthetic, because the need to treat increasingly complex fabrics means that the production process has to guarantee the highest quality.
In questo senso IMA svolge un ruolo chiave.
In this sense, IMA plays a key role in shaping the production process, paying attention to all the details and every technical detail, and giving rise to a genuinely highly advanced systems and instruments that can even work on this type of fabric, which is particularly difficult with millimetric precision.
Passando quindi ai macchinari proposti da IMA.
So, going on to the machinery proposed by IMA for this sector, we can introduce Loader 812 Chronos. This loading system is a robot that you can see behind me for handling cloth rolls of any type and material, ideal for the sector of sportswear, but also for others as well. It is a genuine warehouse, very large, because it can effectively contain from 10 to 20 rolls, depending on the customer's requirement.
In base anche alle esigenze del cliente.
It is ideal for the rapid and precise start of the process, which consists of immediately loading the roll onto the spreader.
Il grande vantaggio è che il cliente può programmare.
The great advantage is that the customer can program the working day by already setting the order of the cloth rolls on the loading belts. It is not just a robot for handling cloth rolls, but also their management.
È adatto a questa tipologia di.
It is suitable for the type of customer that during the day handles different rolls, not particularly large ones.
Adesso vediamo.
Now let's have a look at the 890D spreader. D stands for dual. In the sportswear sector, IMA offers the dual spreader next to me here, which has the speed and productivity of a spreader and the precision and accuracy of an unroller.
E la precisione e l'accuratezza di uno svolgitore. Studiato appositamente per.
It has been developed for small productions, for samples, for made-to-measure clothing, but also for single ply, thanks above all to its versatility. Having analyzed the sector in question, the fabrics that are being used, completely technical,
Completamente tecnici, presentano un'elevata gamma di elasticità. Per questo il motivo di IMA
present a high gamage and elasticity. This is why IMA has chosen Dual, which adapts to any situation, solving the issues linked to this type of technical fabrics and thus exploiting its flexibility. Considering this sector, it is important that the dual spreader has an anti-static bar in order to eliminate the electrostatic problem typical of technical fabrics, which also present a number of creases during the spreading. We will now go on to the labeling machine 908 Polaris. The 908 Polaris labeling machine, completely digital, is also perfect for this sector, where the application of thermal adhesive labels on the upper ply of the layer must in no way mark the fabric. The label identifies the parts of the model and the lot in question. In any case, it is possible to add and customize the information on the basis of the customer's requirements within the limits of the dimension of the label. We conclude with the most important part, i.e. automatic cutting. Here is the 921.30 Tempest Plus and the 922.50 Zephyro. Automatic cutting is the most important phase in the process. We are talking about the automatic cutting machine model IMA 921.30 Tempest Plus, which allows cutting compressed layers of up to 3 centimeters, guaranteeing very high cutting precision necessary in the cases of these fabrics, which are often sophisticated and very particular to cut. Also, and especially due to the fact they are non-transpiring. The fundamental accessory ensures the efficiency and the quality of this machine. The boosted turbine that helps compress the thickness of the layer even more, allowing an even more accurate and quality cut, limiting to a minimum the error or the imperfections of the shape cut, keeping the fabric perfectly still.
Inoltre, un'altra fondamentale funzione.
In addition, another fundamental function is that of avoiding the material being processed undergoing deformations due to the change of vacuum flows. Another important accessory when these non-transparent fabrics are cut is lubrication. IMA developed a kit especially thanks to its collaboration with an American customer that produces backpacks for the US Army. Thanks to this kit, the customer was able to substantially increase the number of plies and therefore productivity, as the lubrication avoids the plies sticking to one another.
Produttività in quanto la lubrificazione evita l'incollamento dei teli fra di loro. Anche il modello
The IMA 922.50 model is also particularly suitable for this type of fabrics and allows cutting lays that are slightly higher, compressed up to 5 centimeters.
Entrambe le macchine sono equipaggiate con AMI, Advanced Machine.
Both machines are fitted with AMI, Advanced Machine Interface, and the latest HMI developed by the IMA software department for the management of the most recent generation of IMA cutting machines. Thank you for your attention. As always, I hope to see you soon. Maybe the next webinar will be with a slice of Christmas cake. Thank you again and see you soon.
Ciao.